I got this comment on a video talking about Meg and Clay, but using them just as a broader jump off to talk about relationships in a more general sense. And this person's comment, like, I have to talk about it because it's irritating me. Relationship propaganda machine towards men, it continues to say, is damaging women's success in relationships. Y'all don't understand what men are trying to communicate, but then you blame them for when things end. I have thoughts. I will preface this by saying I'm not a feminist. I don't subscribe to that. I'm not a man hater. I think that men need women. I think that women need men. Now, with that, there's a long history lesson that could be had here, dating back to slavery, dating back to the breaking of Black families, dating back to the masculinization of women and the feminization of men. We could go there, but I'll just fast forward. A generation of women who needed men for survival raised a generation of women who said, get it for yourself. And oftentimes those women had to get it for themselves. And now you have us, let's say the 35s and under, right? You can have a job on your own. You don't need a man for a bank account. You don't need a man to have a baby. You don't need a man to get a credit card. You don't need a man to buy a home. Really, what you end up needing men for is their character and companionship and like what you want to accomplish together. If that doesn't exist, I can understand why so many women are on the feminism train. I can understand why so many women are like, I don't need a man. Also, coupled with that are the men who are like passport bros, are the men who just see women as objects, are the men who subscribe to the Kevin Samuels and the Andrew Tates and the DJ Academics and insert podcast name there. Like, that exists too. We exist in a patriarchal, misogynistic society where it seems that men are kind of feeling battered by the rules they created. And I will give Black men some leniency here because white men created the construct. We're kind of just beneficiaries of it to a certain extent. But now that you have to identify what's important to you in partnership as a woman, you realize that a lot of men aren't here with emotional intelligence. A lot of men don't offer emotional safety. A lot of men don't even offer fun or companionship. If it's not dick, what do I really need you for? And a lot of men feel like if it's not pussy, what do I really need you for, right? So we're in this era where men don't really value women and women don't really value men, and both sides are just mouthpieces on different ends of a spectrum. I think the problem here too exists that a lot of people only exist in their phones. A lot of people take on experiences that the people that they listen to are proponents of and apply that as if it's their own experience. Well, you've never been with a woman who was with you for your money because you don't have any. So I'll say that as it pertains to the female relationship propaganda machine. In terms of we don't understand men, I think there's a lot of that's true. Maybe we don't understand men. I've heard a lot of men say, we just want peace, we want softness, we want food, we want sex. We just want ease and easygoingness, and that's good and fine. But if someone being your peace comes at the expense of their own well-being, if someone being your peace comes at the expense of them sacrificing their self-worth, their self-esteem, their morals, their values, their body, you're not asking for peace, you're asking for a doormat, and that's a different conversation. I saw someone say that for the first time in history, women are choosing men based on their character, and that's why a lot less people are getting married. And like, what can you really say to that?